bright lights. We're not, okay, wait just a minute, because we're doing a two-shot, and we won't be introducing you until about 10 past. Okay.
You know what time it is!
Boom shakalaka! Woo! Hey!
It's Friday. It's Friday.
Yes.
And guess what? We got a fire bomb show today.
Yes, we do.
Yes, yes. We had too much fun for the pre-boom. And guess what? We're getting ready to kick off
The party
boom
keeps rolling.
shakalaka, right.
There you go.
And you know, we got some great musicians here today. We're going to be offering you Rush Cleveland, the Rush Cleveland Trio, and Gordy Sankey.
Yes.
Are you the bass player?
Yes.
We got the bass player here. You know,
All
the bass
right.
carries the whole place.
That's right.
All right. Come to you live every Friday.
That's right. Because there's always something good happening on the North End and everywhere else. You know this.
That's right. And it's the best show on the internet.
By far.
5 years of positivity from a North End perspective. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and if you're looking for something to do, we want to invite you. If you're watching this show on Saturday morning and not Friday at Boom Shakalaka O'Clock,
Right.
then you can actually go to experiencewaterloo.com and find all kinds of things for your kids to do, for your
Right.
family to do.
Yes, or to Cedar Valley 365 to find events. Because, you know, sometimes it's hard finding stuff to do, but there's plenty. There's
Right.
plenty.
Or you
Yep.
could always watch our pre-boom shakalaka as well, because we give you lots of community ideas for things to do from a North End perspective.
Of course, of
And
course.
we are a nonprofit, so we're always looking for donations and ideas to make our show better. And we're counting on you to go to our website at northendupdate.org and
Yeah,
click
go
on the
to-
About section.
That's right. Go to the About section. There's a donate button there. And thank you. Thank you for your support.
All right.
Shout out. Shout out to Eric Mudd, Tina Hess, Bob Dorr, and Kathy Lintfer.
All right, Charles Young, Cindy Bancroft, Brian Sink, Stella Mitchell.
Okay.
And be sure to like our North End Update Facebook page so you can find out all the stuff that's going on, like Rush Cleveland and the trio here.
There you
know,
go.
right? That's
That's
something
right.
that's really special, and we're hoping that you're watching to see them soon.
Okay, and we want to shout out to our out-of-towners because we have a lot of people that keep up with us.
Yes.
From out of, Robbie Size.
Yes, and we appreciate you, Robbie. Lorraine Caldwell, and Valerie and Sissy Burkett. We know you're out there, and of course our wonderful sister
Velveeta Roberson, yes.
Velveeta. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations in order for my daughter, Chastity Martin. Congratulations, Chas, and so well deserved.
Yes.
What did she do?
Hey, I'm glad you asked that question.
Okay.
She is being named an African American Museum of Iowa history maker because she and her friend Kendall Helmer started the Royal Legacy Christian Academy, and she's going to be honored at the museum's History Maker Gala in September.
Yes, and I'm so proud. I can't wait to that day, Shaviva. I'm going to be
Okay.
there crying and carrying on.
Are you going to get a new dress?
I'm going to get a new dress.
Okay.
You know I got to get a new dress, right?
Hey.
All right, and for our Give It Air today, we're going to talk about stop living in the past. You know, a lot of times we hear a lot of people that might say, oh, just get over it. You know, slavery was 100 years ago.
Okay.
Black people aren't mistreated so bad, this, that, and the other. But we've been focusing on events that have happened during our lifetime that kind of make the case in point that
That's right. So
it's
people
not
say,
always so
get
fair.
over
Did you do
it.
that today?
No, okay. We got Russia here chomping at the
right.
bits. We're going
Got
to
a couple
introduce.
hours.
Okay, we're going to entertain him in just a few moments.
wow.
But our
That's
giving,
We
our
got a
giving-
couple minutes to talk about the 1994 crime bill.
That's right. So
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that with Rush and Gordy in just a few minutes. So we don't want you to stay tuned, as well as you birthday people, because we got some real singers today. today, Shaviva.
That's right, you do.
Ooh, we're going to sing some birthday for
All
y'all
right.
today. Okay. All right. And our show is brought to you.
In part by a grant from the Waterloo Community Foundation.
Yes.
And our sustaining collaborators.
That's
Thank you so much.
Right. That's right. And we're just going to quickly, I think this would be a great time to introduce them because they might not know about the Soul Town.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a great time to introduce our wonderful guests and thank you guys so much for appearing here today on Northend Update. Mr. How. Mr. Rush Cleveland and Gordy Sankey. Thank you.
The
Thank
bass
you.
man. Yeah.
There was really no way to say no. I saw you emailed me on the, I know who you were and stuff.
Oh, you did? You knew us?
We played the mayor's birthday party,
Oh.
and I think I met you both there briefly, but I know who you were.
Oh, well.
We're friends on Facebook anyway.
Well, yeah, that says a
so
lot.
I watch your posts.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's good to meet someone in person that you've been seeing. I mean, it's like virtually, okay, I know this person, but then in the flesh, that's always the icing on the cake to me. So.
Yeah.
Exactly. And your long history in the Cedar Valley and all your music and some of the legends that you just mentioned that you guys played with, says so much.
Gordy was in a lot of good bands.
Okay. Yeah. So we want to talk to you about, I know you know a lot because you're seasoned kind of like us. And you're kind of seasoned too. I see a few whiskers there, Greg.
Yeah, I've been doing it since I was about 14.
Okay. But do you know about the Soul Town?
That's Soul Town.
They don't know. So
What is it?
It's a magazine that started right here in our own hometown. And
very good.
It does kind of what our show does. We highlight
very
good things.
good.
Good things going
No,
on.
I'm not aware of that.
All
Or I
right.
wasn't.
Well, good. Well, we're
So now
going
we
to tell
know
you
our
about
job's
it.
not over because there's some folks that don't know about the Soul Town.
Yeah.
But it's a great magazine. As Rocky said, it started right here in Waterloo. It focuses on, people and things of interest locally, but they're also national and international. It's grown quite a bit.
Right.
It's in 18?
These Waterloo
countries now?
advertisers?
It's-
Waterloo?
A lot of
Waterloo
them, but
folk,
check
yeah.
this out. You can watch, if you go to the virtual page, you can actually click on, let's see, usually
Press
we're
play,
press
that's right,
play,
and
and you
watch
can watch
this
this
show.
show and they'll see you,
Oh,
your
my
smiling
God.
face on here.
Yeah.
So you can get your copy. We're not going to talk about it too long because we got a lot of talking to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
today. But you can find a copy virtually or get your hands on a copy if you want to look at it at thesoultownmagazine.com. So we got to get that in there so you can watch us later on the Soul Town. All right. So now here comes this subject you wanted to talk about. Shaviva, being tough on crime in 1994 was Bill Clinton's game, wasn't it?
Well,
talk about that.
so many. That was like the way that different politicians, lawmakers, whoever wanted to give the build support by being known as being tough on crime. So it wasn't just peculiar or specific to 1994, but a specific bill came out at that time, the Violent Crime Control Act and Law Enforcement Act of 1994. And it didn't start mass incarceration, but it sure gave it a big push.
Look, okay, so they passed a so-called truth in sentencing laws that enforce mandatory 85% of a person's
It was all
sentence.
political.
Oh,
Yes.
most
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
hey,
To build
say-
more
Say
prisons.
what it was.
Right, to build prisons and punishment and rehabilitation. So
Yeah.
then to fill the prisons, they had to basically,
The
loitering
focus-
was a crime and you go to jail.
Right.
Yeah.
The focus was more on punishment than on rehabilitation. I don't know when you stopped hearing about
Many of those prisons were
rehabilitation.
paid
Absolutely.
to play.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah.
becomes a business.
Yeah,
And once it
exactly.
becomes
Now
a
you're
business,
you're on it. Now you're on
you're
it.
obligated to keep the prisons full in order to make money, right?
Right, and it had an effect on targeting black people with longer and harsher sentences for the same crime. And the crime deal crime bill didn't trigger mass incarceration, but it encouraged it to expand even further. And there's further current legislation to try to reverse some of the harm done by that 1994 crime bill.
Yes. They've done some things already, I think.
Yeah, right. A lot of the racial profiling and stuff has been brought to light.
Yeah, things that are coming out really, I guess, not as much federal as state, as far as at this point anyway.
Well, that tough on crime was a ploy. Both parties, they could threaten each other with it, you know, and it made Clinton do stuff he didn't want to do. And
Yep, rile up their base and, you know, work on people's fears. And that
it hurt Hillary, too, when she ran.
Oh,
yeah.
oh my goodness, yeah,
I mean,
that and
they definitely
emails.
took, it is definitely part of the scene. I mean, it was talked about.
Yes, right. Well, we just every week we like to give a little bit of air to some of those things that don't get talked about.
Yeah, well, that's good for you.
Because airing it out, you know, sometimes airing things out is the best disinfectant. So.
Yes, there it is. All right, now we can move on to you guys. What we really want to know.
Yeah.
Shaviva,
Okay. Well, of course,
I'll let you start.
I want to start by asking you, Rush, how long have you been playing?
52 years.
Wow.
52.
Okay.
I got my first guitar when I was 20.
Oh my.
Yeah.
And how did that come to be? How did you, I mean, were you taking music
I'm on my
lessons?
way home from the Marines. A guy and his girlfriend are $30 light of ticket money. I gave them the $30 and they gave me a Jap gut string in a box.
Oh.
And it had a book in there with where to put your fingers.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
A buck string. Is that a, what's that? Gordy?
Jap string, gut string.
Yeah.
Non-metal strings.
Oh, gut.
Nylon
Gut.
strings, like a classical
Oh,
guitar. They call them
right.
gut strings because they used to be made out of gut.
Okay, well,
Made from the
everybody's not a
intestines.
Wow.
Wow, that is so funny. Yeah, we're not real musicians, so we don't know any of that lingo.
Sure
But,
don't.
but yeah, and how about you, Gordy? How long have you been playing?
Well, I've been playing since '77. So that's what 40.
Quite a long
Yeah,
time, right?
I was a kid with a family band. My dad, all of our family played music, and it was easy to watch what they were doing and have them one day go, well, you ought to try this. And,
Yeah, and at an early age, I
yeah,
imagine.
I tried a couple other things, steel guitar and some other stuff, and I couldn't get that. Boy, when I got the bass.
Oh, that
Yeah.
bass. I'm
It's all
telling
about
you.
the bass. You know,
Okay,
so,
it's all
yeah.
about that bass, right? And you two together, how long have you played together?
5 years.
Okay, not very long then.
Yeah. The drummer, me and him, 10. We had a bass player, he got sick. Gordy stepped in and really brought the band up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a great singer.
All right.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night.
Hey.
Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. Gonna see you in my dreams.
Oh.
Huddy Ledbetter.
I guess. you
Yeah,
can say.
Lead Belly. Lead Belly.
Oh, is that Lead Belly?
Yeah, played his way out of prison.
Okay. You know a lot of history then.
Yeah.
Talk about some of your musical influences, both of you.
I started as a folk singer with Woody Guthrie,
Wow.
Bob Dylan, all the.
Okay.
I was a folkie for a long time. Then one night at a party we put on live at Mr. K's with Muddy Waters,
Okay.
Oh, you actually played with
and it
Muddy
was a life-changing experience.
Oh,
Waters.
I suppose
Yeah.
it would have to be.
Live at Mr. K's, the album by Muddy Waters, and after hours party, we're partying pretty good. I popped that sucker out, and there it was.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
I couldn't give up after that.
He was hooked. He
Okay.
was hooked then.
Hooked on the blues.
Yeah.
So it's the
I got
blues-
Gordy beat back. I started getting paid in '72 on a
Okay.
semi-regular basis. Him 77.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, I used to, I worked at Viking for 30 years in Cedar Falls. So I
Okay.
used to go to the Circle, and I remember hearing
Oh,
you play.
geez.
Yeah, all
Yeah, I mean,
those
I was in
places.
Doors band then.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
where yeah, Bob
Oh,
Dorr,
yeah.
of
Little Red
course.
Rooster.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah, he hired my band.
Is that right?
Yeah, me, Molly Nova, Ike, and Ruby. He hired the four of us, and we didn't have a drummer. He got a drummer,
Okay.
and we joined Little Red Rooster.
A lot of these names are familiar to me. I'm not from here, but I've been here for a long time. So, yeah, I remember, well, of course, Bob Dorr, Molly Nova, just,
Okay.
just different,
Yeah,
musicians that I've seen since I've been here.
she's playing again.
Really?
She drove truck for 10 years. Her,
Okay.
Wow.
her and Turk. They drove truck.
Okay.
That was my next question. How often do you guys I mean, it's Rush Cleveland Trio. How often have you had to change members, or do you guys,
Well,
you
that's the
said you've
biggie
been
right
here.
now. We've been playing together for years. The drummer's been at 10, Gordy's been with me 5.
And we had played together
Yeah.
quite a few years back before in different bands that we were in. We would have collaborative events, and he'd get up on stage and jam with our band, or vice versa.
Right.
And so it's
These
been
guys freed me up. Will Quaig is the drummer. Gordy's the bass player.
And they freed you.
They're so good.
Oh.
Dig what I mean? We just there's no arrangements. Some nights a song might be 4 minutes long, and other nights it might be 7 minutes long. It's all how we're feeling.
Okay.
Right.
And once the song is going, then it's up for grabs. Anything can happen. There's nothing set. We haven't rehearsed every song to death. Legitimate energy is the pitch.
I've seen him hook
That's what makes it-
two or three guitar chords together and walk out into the audience.
Is
He doesn't have all that
right?
fancy stuff. He just got a hard line chord. But
Oh
he,
my
he hooked it
gosh.
all together, and he's walking
Yeah.
way out as far as he could get. And the whole place, we were in Prairie du Chien, Wisconsin,
Yeah.
I think that night.
Yeah.
Oh, my
and,
goodness.
And it was just a small place, but boy, there was a lot of people there, and every one of them felt like they had a front row seat. 'Cause they did.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
That's right, man.
Wow. And yeah, your shows are just electrifying. It's just so amazing.
Okay. What about recording? Have you?
I'm willing to talk about that. I made a CD every year.
Okay.
Well, we should talk about the Northend first.
Oh,
And-
let's talk about the North
And
End.
what,
I think
and
he's
what
trying
it
to
was,
hold up a
what
sign
it was
to
to
me.
me while we're here, okay?
Oh,
Hey.
yes, yes. Do you
All
have
right.
comments, Ed, or no? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. What
My
about the
buddy
North
worked
End?
at CNC. A guy named Slim was quitting the job. He got my buddy John Storts got the guitar job. They called me and I got the bass job playing the keg
Oh, at
with
the cake?
Tommy Tucker.
Oh.
Yeah, Choo Choo Van Arsdale on drums.
Oh.
Nate Taylor on the sax.
Wow. Choo Choo
And from
Bernard.
there it was Rydell's Living Room Lounge, you know, and Uptown Jazz and Blues, West Coast Connection.
Right.
Okay. Yep. All
When
of
you
that.
turned onto Adams Street and you go up towards Lewis's house, there was a bar right there.
Oh, that
But,
was good times.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And David Graves had the gig.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we're in there, and Mike Anderson's the guitar player, but the Hammond player, his mother lived in Waterloo, and he'd come back once a month and he'd play the Hammond.
Oh.
And he was the best with
Dee
his
Dee
foot.
Lewis? Was it Dee Dee Lewis?
I don't know, man.
Okay. he was on that organ?
He was the best, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How amazing.
And last show when you talked about Salt and Pepper, some of the best times I ever had, the Rust Belt hadn't rusted yet.
okay.
Everybody had a job. Raths, Chamberlain's,
Right.
Waterloo Industries, everybody had a job. Nobody was uptight about it. But it was the age of Aquarius anyway. But gee, we just had a great time down there.
Right.
Many fond memories.
Yes, yes. And now you guys have new musicians. I know Brian Sink, he tried to get, in fact, you were down there at the Limestone Lounge
Yeah.
a couple times. I think we seen him, saw
Ryan's
him.
doing real good now.
Good.
Yeah. He's got a band and they're getting to play a lot. And he's good.
Acme
He's
Sync.
good. We should say something about Checker because she brought him up while we were
Oh,
talking out
yeah,
there.
Checker,
Okay,
yes.
Great guy.
Super guy.
We hired him by the night at Stebb's, and he would sometimes he was playing piano with one hand and blowing sax with the other hand. I mean, he is bad. Just a great guy.
Now I think
We do have.
do we have comments?
Yes.
Yes, no.
Oh,
just
what was that?
keeping
You
us on
hold
point
up.
for the time. That's what that is.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Yeah, so Brian Sink, it just made a post that he's having some issues. I think he's having a shoulder
Shoulders,
surgery
yeah.
or
Right.
something. So that's kind of a bummer when you're a musician.
Slowed down his mural painting, I think.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. When you got so many, do you have any other hobbies other than music or?
Well, yeah, I'm kind of a backyard mechanic. I have a couple of old vehicles, a '60 Ford pickup and an old Volkswagen.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, so keeping those going. An old motorcycle that I've had since I was 15. So
okay.
keeps a lot to keep those going, and they're all still original. So that's
And how often do you
Yeah, I
guys
have a
get together?
recorded history. I can bring you some CDs. I forgot to bring them.
Oh,
my.
no,
I
that's
made one a year since '79.
I'd love to see
Uh,
hear one. One
There was
a
one year I
year.
made 2 year. I made a blues CD and I made a country CD. I think I did that 3 years.
Oh, okay.
I was still working then.
And where did you
So,
work?
Huh?
Where did you work for a real job?
I ran a paint crew.
Oh, okay.
I was my own boss.
Okay.
Sometimes we had as many as 9 employees.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've done a lot of things in your life. Are there any other hobbies in your life, or is music
I
the
write.
number one thing? You write?
Yeah, I write stories.
Oh,
I started it in '05.
I kind of figured that. We were stalking you before we came so we could know what to talk about. And you write some pretty good Facebook posts. I mean,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
shared some things about recent past. Your car died
Yeah.
or something.
Well, that medium is what you make it. Dig what I mean? So I try to just be as honest as I can. I know that you got to be careful with every single word.
Ooh, you
sure.
said that
Yeah.
right.
It was during the election. It cost me friends. I still have people that
Oh,
won't.
say
I
that.
still have people that won't talk to me.
I got family. Yeah.
It's just one of those things. A civil war in a way
It is.
of
Yeah.
how you see what we're living in.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, we
I
thought
I don't know what to say. But it was really rough then. I mean,
Yeah.
really abusive language, name calling, and
divisive.
Yeah.
I lived through that, and I realized, whatever I do, it's what I really feel, and
Right. It's hard.
Values and principles. Yeah, it comes down to that.
But
and
it-
sometimes they just diverge so
It didn't
much.
change what he thought.
No,
Sure.
no,
Yeah.
it didn't. I can see
Yeah.
where you stand on a lot of different issues. And it's so important because I often say, in our generation, I thought we had that stuff all cleared
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, it
You
seems like
know,
we're
and
going
then-
backwards.
I know,
Yeah.
it seems like we're going backwards when it comes to racial justice and equality and right and wrong and good and bad. It's just crazy.
yin yang.
Yes, yes.
Human beings are known for it.
Yes.
Don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing.
You
that
just
old
wrote
blues
that.
song.
I
yeah.
just saw that
That's
in
an old
your
blues
post,
song.
right.
Dave Sneggeray did that.
Yeah.
Do you have any performances coming up soon?
This weekend, our drummer Will Quaig is playing with his old band, so we didn't book anything. But when it starts in August, it goes nuts. I think we play 3 times next weekend.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I'm worried about the weather because I think
Oh, it's going to be
Yeah.
a
hot.
couple of them.
Unsettled.
Yeah.
I'm too old, man. I'm too old.
Yeah.
Right.
I almost went down last year.
Triple
they had us
digits.
playing in a truck bed, and it was 104 degree heat index or something.
Oh, my goodness.
Right next to a building, and there wasn't hardly any wind blowing.
No
Oh,
breeze.
no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're busy all the time. Rush Cleveland, you can look us up on the computer
Okay.
and see the schedule. And if you go to one of them streaming services, we're on there.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you can go Spotify, YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
just-
on YouTube.
yeah, it's all on there.
Okay.
People do it, not me.
Okay, so
Okay.
listen. What about, I just want to finish up because I know we got to wrap it up because we're going to have you sing the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday. And you know what? We sing the first verse but we're not good singers. But
Oh.
we just like to do it
We do
because
the
it's
best
our
we
show.
can. Yeah.
Wow.
But we always got to shout out our
Whose birthday is it?
Oh,
Not
I'm glad
yet.
you asked that
But
question.
I wanted to talk to you guys about the Cedar River thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so what about that cleanup? Tell us what, I know that you guys have an outreach now, and it actually reaches Waterloo, and you're a Cedar Falls native, right? Both of you guys from Cedar Falls. What made you put your time in?
36 years ago they started it. People getting in canoes and they'd go down the river and pick up junk.
Oh,
And early on it was like tires and old stoves and bed frames. Everything was tossed in the river.
Refrigerators.
crazy, I know. It's
Early
like a
on, they
dump.
dug up a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but they've done so well now that they keep moving up and down the river.
Oh.
They do different pieces each year.
So you guys kind of spearheaded, or were you a part of that?
Not starting it, but
Oh.
I've been involved in
In
providing
helping.
some of the entertainment for the party
Oh,
afterwards.
and then there's a party
Okay.
afterwards.
Yeah, we always
Oh,
have
yeah.
to.
Saturday you pick up garbage, and then Sunday the bands play.
Gotcha. Well,
Sounds great.
we saw that on our Facebook feed, and that was a great thing. And then also, what about the skateboard? You guys had something to do with the skateboard park.
Yeah.
Or was that, talk
Well, we
about
played
that.
for them 2 or 3 years. It's just a freebie gig of ours. We have friends involved in that skateboard scene, and they asked us to play. And like you guys, we didn't say no.
Okay. Right,
They
right.
raise
You
money.
wanna do,
They're
yeah,
able to
raise
raise money. They have vendors there, and so they have a.
They might have been a flat charge to get in too, but it's a good thing.
Yep.
You know.
Okay, I think Ed
I
has
was going
some.
to say, we do have comments.
We do have one comment.
All right.
Philip Banks
Oh,
comments
Philip!
that I'm loving this conversation. This lets me know that every good thing I thought about Waterloo is true.
Okay.
That's
All
right.
Hey.
That's right. Thank you, Philip.
Yes.
Yes, one of our faithful viewers. It's not his birthday though, but we got
No.
some birthday people, Shaviva.
That's right. The best birthday people.
The best.
Starting with Veronica McGee Funches.
Hey, Veronica.
Marshall Phillip.
Marshall.
Shantae Grundy.
Shantae.
Cabrina Rucker and
Cabrina.
Zion Dale. Happy
Zion.
birthday. Yes.
Are you ready?
No.
Happy birthday
Oh, they
more.
to you.
They're
We're
going
gonna
to
have
start
two
it.
songs.
Oh.
We got two songs.
You're gonna sing one?
We got more names.
Oh, okay.
All the best people you ever heard of are right here. So
okay,
wait,
babe.
wait. We're gonna hold it,
Yeah.
and we're gonna start the song. How about that, Mr.
Okay.
Singer?
Okay.
You tell him.
Okay, Shakita Loveless, Darlene Shaver Sproul,
Yes. Happy birthday.
Amy Cass.
I know her.
You do?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
we love
knows Amy.
And Sonny Kigman.
Sonny,
Yeah,
yesterday
you
my
find
life
it.
was.
Oh shucks. Tony Anderson Ford.
Yes.
And I'm sure you would agree
It couldn't fit more perfectly
than to have a world party.
on the day you came to be.
Happy
Birthday to ya.
Come on, Rush.
Happy birthday
What?
to ya.
Happy
birthday to-
Happy birthday to ya. Happy
Oh,
Happy birthday. Oh my
All
goodness,
right.
we threw you off. Peter,
no.
that's the Stevie Wonder version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Okay, let's sing the Muddy Water version.
I don't know it all.
I'm just kidding. Listen, let me hear you sing a happy birthday.
We do a blues version,
Okay.
add a shuffle, and then we do the Leo Greco. Like
Oh, the old Leo Greco. Boy, that's
people
getting
seem to like
dated.
that better,
Okay.
but we do them both.
Okay, do the bluesy one.
Well, we need our guitars and stuff.
Okay.
You should have had
Down,
it. We could
down.
have played for you. You should have-
I
We
know.
played for
He
it.
would have brought his acoustic. I have an acoustic bass. We could have sat here and wooed you.
What, this thing on your t-shirt don't work
Yeah.
at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, well, anyway, we want to remind you it was a great birthday singing, even though Rush Cleveland didn't sing the Stevie Wonder version with us.
No,
My
I
feelings
didn't.
are hurt.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
He did. He put a little heart in it.
All right.
Okay, as seasoned women, we've learned some things, and there are a few things that we've learned, Shaviva.
Yes, absolutely.
And what have you learned?
Well, now I've learned that it's those small daily happenings, okay, that make life so spectacular.
Right, and I've learned that a smile is an inexpensive way to improve your looks.
I think I might try that.
Okay, we want to encourage you to keep doing more stuff, but first we want to tell you we got some great shows coming up. Next week we've got
Okay, Nick Erickson from the Grout Museum, okay, and Shakita Lovelace and Lisa
Okay.
Lou. Yeah.
right on the 12th we got DJ Days and Randy Bennett, and on the 19th we got the band called Flava.
Yes.
And
Mayor Hart. who
Mayor
was-
Hart
Yep.
will be on our show.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Good
So-
guy. I met him before.
Yeah, he's a real
Good
good
guy.
guy.
Down at Brian's down there.
Okay, yep, sure.
I can't remember the name of what it was called before. Played in there a bunch with Effie Burt.
The Cellar.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
The hard part is to carry in and out.
I
Okay.
bet.
It's a long way up the stairs, and
We'll
then it's
see.
a long way to the door.
They got an
Yeah.
elevator in there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But so yeah, you played there before, and hopefully you can play there again. because
That's
they
right.
got
There
live
is an
music.
elevator now. What's
Yeah.
happening to that place? Is it a bar again?
It's a
It's
bar.
yes, it's a
Wow.
bar.
Yeah.
It's a hookah lounge.
A hookah.
In fact.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
called Absalom.
Yep.
New business. All right. Well, we had another great show. Great guest. Thank you so much for
Thanks
coming
for
on our
having us.
show, you guys.
Yep.
And you know,
It goes both ways.
oh,
You know. Thanks for having us on.
go on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't stop there. Keep-
Right.
keep going.
Rush, it's
Yeah.
a pleasure meeting
Give me 10 hours, we'll flop like a chicken.
Okay. Well, Brian Sink told us we're going to get a great show from you,
Yeah.
and we definitely appreciate you guys coming on.
Yep.
Great to have you here. Keep doing all that wonderful donation stuff and singing them blues.
That's
and
right. And all
making us
those, that's right. All those wonderful things that make us
all
all
look good.
Amen.
We'll see you next
Thank you.
time.